Check it out, guys. I just scored this sweet lawnmower for free.
It's a good old Craftsman.
Rest in peace, Sears.
With a 7.25 horsepower Briggs engine.
It's made in the USA. See that?
The grass flap in the back is still in good shape. It's got 8 different deck height settings.
And it's even got this deck wash port on here so you can hook up a hose and wash the deck out with water. Pretty cool.
Now the previous owner said this sat in the yard for about the past 4 years and they haven't run it, so we'll just give it a pull to see what's going on here. All right, the engine turns, so that's a good sign. And the engine oil is actually full and it doesn't look like it's in that bad of shape. Score. So small engines don't like to start with bad fuel, so we'll go ahead and drain this out. So we'll go ahead and use this siphon pump here and we'll drain all this bad fuel out. All right, and that's just about finished draining out and it's pretty bad. All right, now that all that nasty gas is out of there, we're gonna take the carb off. So we're gonna pull the air filter cover off and there's no air filter. Gonna need one of those. But the good news is you can run it for a short time without it, won't hurt it. And we'll pop the air filter housing off and that reveals your carburetor. You'll notice with a lot of carbs like this, you're gonna have one or two metal connecting rods and you're also gonna have a tensioner spring.
My advice to you, if you're ever gonna take a carb off a small engine, take a picture of it beforehand. That way you know how to put it back together and where everything connects to.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove my fuel line and I'll just disconnect everything and the carb should slide right off. Now this is one of those stupid plastic carburetors. So we'll go ahead and take the bowl off and see what it looks like. All right, and it actually doesn't look too bad. So what we're gonna do next is remove the float, which is this bouncy white thing right here. You have a pin right there, that just slides out and the float pops right out. All right, once you pop that pin out, you see the float rises up and then that guy right there is called your float needle. And just to explain what's going on here. So this is your float and this little guy is your float needle. The float needle sits in this port right here. Fuel comes in through the fuel line from the gas tank here and it goes out here. The float regulates how much fuel goes into your bowl so it doesn't overflow and to make sure there's the correct amount of fuel always in your bowl. Then it's pretty simple. What you're gonna do is grab some gum out, you're gonna spray all inside the carb, all the ports, even on the outside, and then you're gonna spray it out with compressed air.
Kind of have a thing for compressed air.
Then after that, it's just reverse process. You want to put everything back together the way you took it apart. All right, now the carb's all clean, we'll go ahead and pop it back on. And we'll pop the air filter housing back on. And we'll pop the cap back on. All right, now that we have a clean carb and a dry fuel tank, we'll see what the spark plug looks like. And would you look at that, there's no gap at all. Now we'll just give this guy a good old clean in here with a wire brush. And there we go, we got a gap back, does not look bad at all. We'll throw her back in. We'll throw some fresh gas in there. All right, we got good oil, we got fresh gas, we got a clean carburetor and a clean spark plug. So, last thing to do is let it rip and see what happens. All right, so this is interesting. I'm spinning the blade, but it's not spinning completely along with the crankshaft. You see it slipped right there. So we'll go ahead and make sure the blade's on there tight. All right, we'll give it another whirl. All right, well there you have it, guys. Bringing a lawnmower back from the dead. It's been sitting for about 4 years. Now, this one is gonna need an air filter, and I'm also gonna have to replace the blade. I'm sure you saw how rusty that is, but otherwise, things good to go. Thank you guys for watching.